Hello everybody, Joe Grisaffi here, and welcome to another one of my video game mail calls. This is for almost the entire month of September. I've let stuff back up so I could do a video with you guys and show you what I've got, because I got some pretty cool stuff in here that's not just your limited run, which is here, but a couple of cool things to show you. I also let my Topps Project 2020 mail back up. Topps has been on fire and sending us tons of our cards lately. We're way out of the bubble if you've been following my adventure with that. So, but let's get into the video games. The first thing I want to bring up is, if you follow my channel at all, and I think there's 12 of you who might, I'm a big fan of the limited run, the limited print games. And I recently learned, like within the last 2 days, that Warned Collector limited print games has practically bailed on us. And March 4th, 2019, I ordered their 4-pack and spent $150. And just last night, it popped up in an online conversation, and I went, oh crap, I never saw those games. And it's been a year and a half. So I called my credit card company today. They can't do anything about it, so I need to call PayPal tomorrow in the slim chance that they can do anything about it. But that is my final straw. I have to pay attention to the stuff I order and keep track. I've mentioned that in my Topps videos, and I may have mentioned it in my video game videos, but I order a lot of the stuff. Lately I've backed off quite a bit, but in the past I've ordered a lot of stuff and I forget what I order. And it's kind of fun when it arrives because it's like a gift, a holiday, a surprise. But the danger of that is you don't know when you don't get something. So now I know I'm not going to get, pretty sure I'm not going to get my Warned Collector games. Last chance is to call PayPal. If they say they can't do anything about it, that's probably $150 I threw out the window. And that really, really gripes me, especially now with the pandemic and being unemployed. It's like, can't afford to do that. Nobody. Who can, you know? Anyway, let's get to the mail that I did get and the companies that did send their stuff and honor their commitment. I know it's in this big box and I'm very excited about it. I ordered a lot of, it's a Switch and a PlayStation 4 game, and I think the company, which was Strictly Limited, had 3 versions of each one, so I bought one of each. And I got to decide which one to keep and which ones to sell. I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff in the coming months, like right around Christmas, to lighten the load here. It's a little overwhelming if you can't tell. So this is Strictly Limited Games. I know what's in it because I looked at the invoice and I'm very excited about it, and just hoping that nothing arrived damaged. And here is the first piece. Oh, it's nice and heavy too. Can you see that? Darius. I remember the first time I saw Darius at the arcade, and it kind of blew my mind walking into, I think it was Time Out or Aladdin's Castle. It was at Sharpstown Mall, the one upstairs, if anyone watching this is from Houston. And I walked in and I saw this huge cabinet. It said Darius. I think it was Darius GT maybe, but it was the 2-monitor shooter. And I think that's, Tecmo Bowl may have been the first one. No, now it's all coming back to me. There was Tecmo Bowl, which had 2 monitors, Ninja Warriors that had 2 monitors, and this was the first shooter I remember seeing that had 2 monitors. And the ocean theme and the fish, ships, I really, really liked that game. So anytime Darius comes out now, I try to get it, and I have a few from the past, like PlayStation 1 Darius's to get to complete a Darius collection. So here it is, the Darius in the box. Like I think this would be like it's shipped to you from the arcade. This would be, I think what they're trying to do with this box is mimic how it would arrive to you if you ordered the arcade parts. I could be wrong. put that aside. What I don't know is if that is the PlayStation 4 or the Switch version. I got one of each. Here are the postcards that go with it. Oh, I could use my close-up camera right here. Yeah, I forgot that I was trying this out. Okay, just regular postcard on the back, nothing special. Oh, ooh, I forgot about the pen. Sega. Zoe, are you... Uh-oh, sorry, my dog's downstairs. She's old, and she stumbles. Can you see that? Touch it so it makes sure it's in focus. Enamel pen. I forgot about the pen. Clear out some of the regular stuff. This is probably what I'm going to open and play. The regular issue, assuming it's not going for $100 now. Darius, yeah, that when I saw that arcade game for the first time, I must have dropped $20 in it. That was just the most amazing thing I had seen up to that point. So there's the regular edition and postcard, same postcard. Bubble wrap, woo! And, oh, did I get two? See, that's what happens when you don't keep track. So I guess one to keep, one to sell. So it's the same thing I just showed you. More bubble wrap, and here's the Switch. I guess I got two of the regular editions of each and one of the special editions. So here's the Switch. Can you see that? I don't have a good eye line to my second camera monitor. I was hoping to do these videos at Mr. Pixel's Arcade this week, but we had Tropical Storm Beta here in Houston, which not only made the streets difficult to maneuver, although it's just right down the street from me. It really just makes you tired sitting around at home when it's raining like that. Just kind of wore me out. Oh, here's a different pin. But if the quality of this video turns out fine, I might, I'll speed things up again with more frequent videos. I love the pens. I love the pens. All right, here's the other boxed one. Okay, Nintendo, okay, there it is. This is the Switch version. The boxes are identical, but the sticker on the back here, if that's in focus, NSW, Nintendo Switch, obviously. So this is the Switch version, and got to decide which one of these I'm going to keep, because there's no reason to keep both of them, because the bonus contents, I believe, are the same. I'm sure someone else is going to do an unboxing video that you can check out, but I will only keep one of these. And then, well, maybe I did skip a version. There's two more pens. Maybe I went straight for the, maybe I did, I thought I got one of each. If I recall, there was three versions: the regular version, a medium version, and then like a super special edition. And maybe I skipped the middle one and went right for the big guns and bought the regular release to open. I don't remember. These things take so long to get here. And that's why I fell victim to the warned collectors thing. And I'll certainly bring that up in the next video if my call to PayPal yields anything. I did see on a thread about warned collectors, I'm going to check on her in a minute, that one guy said he called PayPal 2 years after an issue and PayPal still backed him up. I'm not expecting that to happen with me, but it's nice to know that it might. Makes it worth the call. So here are the same two pins as before. Can you see that? Same two, Darius and Sega, if I'm pronouncing that right. And that does it for that big box that's been sitting here for 2 weeks waiting to be opened. Okay. Very nice. My friend Kingsley in San Antonio sold me these right here. And my friend Seth here in Houston went up there to buy a huge part of his collection, and they sold me these four. So Normie's Beach Babe-O-Rama, Sega Genesis. And then Sega Master System, My Hero card. Aztec Adventure. And Bank Panic, which I believe was a European-only release. But a really great game. I love the arcade game, Bank Panic. So I got the ColecoVision version as well, which was not an official Coleco release. So there's these. Don't get as much retro stuff these days, although In the Hunt popped up locally on Facebook, so I was able to grab that. I think I paid $40 shipped for this. So I've been wanting this one for a while in the long box. I didn't have it at all on the PlayStation, so I wanted the long box. One popped up locally, so I grabbed it. The guy was real nice about it. He also gave me some posters that we put up at the arcade. In the Hunt is a game that I discovered on MAME. I did not know this arcade game existed, and then I found, when I learned about MAME and started downloading ROMs, I found In the Hunt and went, wow, this is a really cool shooter. And it still is to this day. GameStop pickups. It was 4 for $20. I think that sales, now they're doing 4 for $30. Maybe the 4 for $20 is gone. This is Close to the Sun, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Wolfenstein, Trine 4, Ultimate Collection, and Risk of Rain 2, which is nothing like Risk of Rain 1, but I really enjoy playing this. Risk of Rain 1 is on this, which was previously a limited run release, so I need to check. I'd like to check and see how the value of the original Risk of Rain release that limited run put out is how that's holding up. Because I may get rid of it now that I have that. Okay, also, my friend Brolin sold me a Cyclone pinball machine, but also sold me a big stack of PlayStation 2 and Xbox stuff. He sold me a modded Xbox, which is downstairs, and a bunch of loose single games that practically none of them were in my collection. So this was a great deal, and he gave me a really great price too. But I think the two good ones out of this stack, they're all like dollar games anyway, but I didn't have them. Castlevania Curse of Darkness, Mortal Kombat Shaolin's Road, no, Shaolin Monks, and Eon Flux. I grabbed that. So there's that, and then there was like Star Wars Battlefront 2, this Soul Calibur 3, Ultimate Ninja 2, loose stuff, Cookie and Cream, which I don't know about, Tom and Jerry, House Trap, PlayStation 1, and then there's another 18 or so complete games that he gave me that I've already filed away, but here are some of them. Over the Hedge, which I did not have. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 1, I did not have. Kingdom Hearts Greatest Hits, I did not have. And for the Wii, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, which I did not have. And American Idol Encore 2, which I could live without, but I did not have it, and it was part of the package, so I took it. Now, some boxes here. Zoe, are you okay? Give me 1 second. I'm back. Zoe's 16 years old and doing really great, but She's losing it a little bit with, I think, dementia, and she has weak legs. So she has trouble getting around, but the vet says she's actually doing really well, despite possible kidney disease and the possibility of cancer. But she's 16 years old, and the vet and I agree that it's very risky to have surgery to remove, I'm getting worked up, to remove the bump, even though we don't know it's cancer, but it's risky to try to find out if it is. Okay, boxes. Let's get the limited run out of the way. Limited run right here. These things take so long to get here. I forget what I ordered. I'm repeating myself there. So it's always a nice surprise to get this stuff. And I think Limited Run's the best limited print company around, in my opinion, because they've been around the longest and I think they get the best titles. Strictly Limited is up there. And I Am 8-Bit's really good. They just don't have a lot of releases, which is actually pretty good because you don't spend a lot of money there. And then there's Play Asia, who's great. Although Play Asia, I think, has stopped doing free shipping to America. So it's gotten a little pricier. The last order I did, I think it was $18 shipping when all their exclusives used to be free. So here we go. Mystic Bell. Almost didn't buy this one. It looked pretty simple. Mystic Bell, I think this was a 1,500 print run. 2,000 or less, I'm sure. It was not an open order. Oh, see, the missing. Completely forgot about this one. Hopefully the light's good enough on that. I don't know what I'm going to do when they start. Oh yeah, this one looks good. This one's going to get played. Pretty sure Limited Run's going to announce their first PlayStation 5 game soon. So, I don't know what I'm going to do because that's going to be a lot of money if I want to keep buying this stuff. I have to train myself to be a lot more selective. I might say I might get the first 5 or 10 out of the gate and then be selective, because I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 5 probably for another year or two and wait for the first price drop. But by that time, of course, some of that early limited run stuff could be much more expensive. So that's what I did with the PlayStation 4. I bought a lot of limited run PlayStation 4 titles before I even bought a PlayStation 4. Legend of the Tetrarchs. Forgot about that one too. At one point, I thought I was going for a complete limited run set, and I gave up on that. I think it was at the Power Rangers release, the $50 or $60 Power Rangers game. I said, F that. That's too much money for a game I don't want. I won't actually play or enjoy. Another Legend. So I bought 2 of those. That must have been a 1,500 or 2,000 print title. And it's an RPG that I don't think I'll actually play. So one of these will be up for sale. Maybe both, depending on how quickly I can get back to work because of this stupid pandemic. And then the trading cards. Mystic Bell. They started a new set. The numbers reset. So this is a whole new set. Number 8, 14, 19, and 20. I was wondering if they were going to do that. I don't know how many were in the first set of trading cards. I'm debating whether or not to even waste my time trying to fill the holes. Because I know some of them you had to buy. They weren't all free with the games. Some of them you had to buy, and I did not buy them. And then you got your Club O Fun newsletter. So there is my single limited run package for this video. Usually there's a lot more, but like I said, I backed off. I don't know which one of these to open first. This is where it starts to get kind of fun here with some unusual stuff. Here's Red Art Games. Let's do this one first since it's a little more common than this stuff. Some of you may not even know that these other games existed. So Red Art Games right here. I don't remember what they are. Oh, yep, they use slip cases, but they didn't put them in a box. See, that's frustrating. And Red Art Games is expensive the shipping's expensive now. What do we have here? Creepy Road. Okay, it looked like a cheesy game, but it was very limited. Was this $9.99? Red Art's doing that $9.99 thing. They're doing just under 1,000. Creepy Road. And Ovivo. This is probably something I'll really enjoy. But I'll check the values before I open them. I have a feeling this may even still be available on their site, so I have a feeling this hasn't done anything as far as appreciation goes. Yeah, this looks like something I will actually really enjoy. All right. Fortunately, everything, nope, there it is. There's the ding. Both of these got dinged, both slip covers. Creepy Road's fine, but Ovivo got dinged. No big deal, not gonna sweat it. Not gonna sweat it at all. Okay, down to the last two. One, I know what it is. At least I think I do. The other, I don't remember. So let's look at the box here. It's from Jandu Soft, Barcelona, Spain. There's the invoice. I want to see the invoice or just open the box. I think I'm going to just open the box. Okay, now I know. I looked at the shipping label and they put it on there. Indie Apocalypse. I believe this is a collection of mini games. And I think it's whatever company this is, if it's Jandu Soft. I think it's the first limited print game that they put out. And that's why I got suckered into Warned Collectors, because a lot of these companies, their first games are the ones that become desirable quickly. And yep, FOMO got me. FOMO got me. Fear of missing out. Oh, okay, hey, got two of each. And a code. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not going to show you my code. When they give you a physical game and they send you the code, I wish they would all do that, because that is awesome. I'll take this off here before I reveal it to you. Can you see that? Indie Calypse. You see it. You see what I'm trying to say. Indie Apocalypse. I'm going to read this to you. Experience the real life of an indie game developer. More than 20 mini-games inspired by well-known classics. Control 3 misfits in their path to design and produce their own indie game. Crude humor, pop culture references, and gratuitous violence. Because making video games is not easy. And the second one here. That's on the Switch, and they also released it for the PS4. And I got 2 copies of each. Second copy. again, I will check the values of those before I open them, because it's probably not well, there's no reason to open it. They gave me codes. So I could just sell the game and have the free code, I guess. I'll still check the value, because that might be something I do, is just, if the game's terrible, I'll sell it. Who knows? I say that, and I have, the past few years, I've sold very few video games out of my collection. I need to. I really need to. During the past few months, this summer, I've spent all my time selling Lego that I picked up en masse at the 99-cent store like 3 years ago. My eBay ID is Hamburger Man, so check it out. That has given me the funds to buy a lot of this stuff. Selling the Lego, I've had the funds to start and almost finish a Mars Attacks 1962 trading card set. I'm very excited about that. I should come closer this week, probably buying like 5 cards, because I have PayPal money from stuff that I sold in the past month. That's the only way I'm going to build that set. I've promised myself I'm not spending any new money on that set. And I should take that approach to all this video game stuff in 2021, because you can quickly go into some debt with this stuff, just trying to keep up, just to have shelf candy, you know. I'm wondering, I'm going to talk to some friends, maybe do an interview about it. What is people's exit strategy with their collections? These guys and women that are building big collections of video games. You're going to pass it on to your kids? Are you going to sell it when you get older? What are you going to do? When you lose interest, are you going to dump it? Because some of these people I know are in it for life. I can't see them getting out anytime soon, but I'm getting older, so I need to think about what I'm going to do with this stuff. Ah, yes. This is exciting. I should do a video by itself. Those of you who collect Vectrex, those of you who know what it is, the Vectrex homebrew scene is one of the best video game scenes that exists. These are dedicated people. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff they make is very limited. If you think 1,000 prints of a game is limited, here you're talking 100. I think the gentleman's name is Malbin, who designed and programmed this game, Vector Blade. He only made 100 boxed editions, and then he very generously released the ROM image so everyone can play the game, but only 100 people had the opportunity to own a fully boxed version of the game. Look at that. I am a huge Vectrex fan, and I'm very disappointed when I miss a very limited release like this. You got to be on the ball when these guys announce a game and start taking pre-orders, because these sell out fast. I totally forgot that I submitted a request for the game. I didn't forget that I submitted a request. I thought I submitted too late because I didn't get a response. And then he posted on the Vectrex Facebook group that he was starting to take payments, and I just pinched an ant bite I didn't know I had. Sorry, that's kind of gross. And I just commented, I'm sorry I missed out on this one. And he shortly after that, he responded with, there can't possibly be a lot of Joe Grisaffis that are in the Vectrex scene, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And I got real excited because no, I got one. He said, check your email. And yeah, 2 weeks prior, he had sent an email saying that I made the list. And yeah, the rest is history. So this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And there is a overlay in here. He did the works. The works. Can you see that? This angle, he sent it in a protective case, so it's going to be a little reflective there. Yeah, 100 of these. I've got a few Vectrex games that are like that. Mail Plane, the reproduced version. I don't think it was ever released physically. That guy did 100 of them. I designed a game called Dead of Night that Sasha, my friend Sasha in Germany, made a port of to the Vectrex. I didn't program it. I worked with Jason Santucci to develop the Atari 2600 game Dead of Night, and Sasha liked it so much he ported it to the Vectrex. I sold all my copies thinking he was going to do another run, but he didn't, so I don't even have my own game. All right, that looks like it's it for today. This is a very exciting mail call. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And how many minutes is this? Oh, I 30 minutes. Holy cow. I hope you made it through the end. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel, share it, whatever, comment, let's talk video games, and stay tuned for the next video game mail call next month. Bye.